This episode of the MOC Squad was filmed in front of a live, members-only audience. Greetings, imagination connoisseurs, and greetings, Rob. It's been a while since we've had a chance to do a live stream.
Roberto, it has been too long. It's good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you too. I think the summer and the end of the school year has been all a little busy. I know you've been busy too with some of your own work and adventures. I've seen you out and about with your fellow friend and director. With
Gabe.
Yep. So
Gabe and I, we are preparing all of the deliverables for White Devils. White Devils has been picked up for distribution and will be coming out in January on all streaming services and things like that, with maybe a brief theatrical release as well. So that's exciting.
We have just gone off the air here, Rob. Let me go ahead and fix this here quickly. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. I think we are back on. Are we back on, folks? Maybe let me just check what our friends are saying here. We can hear you. Don't say bad words. Audio only at the moment. Yep. Hold on a second. I just started the video again. If folks can let me know when the video is streaming again. I don't know what happened, but things just kind of all of a sudden went kaput. So, but it looks like we're back. I'm saying yes from Hitchhiker and Kelvin. Okay, apologies, folks. I'm a little rusty coming back after the hiatus. So apologies for that. But yeah. So yeah, it's been a busy time, but we are back here to do what we like to do best, which is to engage with the members of this Post-Geek Singularity community and share your thoughts and questions on anything that's piquing your
Lay it on us.
Lay it on.
Do your worst.
Lay it on Rob. I'm just here to moderate. Lay it on Rob. I don't have to lay it on me.
That's what she said.
All right. So just a quick ground rules quickly. You get about 7 minutes to engage here with Rob. We will go ahead and call you in the order that that I see you in the chat here. If you are a member and you would like to join the Zoom call, make sure you check the member section of the YouTube channel for the Burnettwork, because that's where you can find a link to join us here in the actual Zoom chat. Otherwise, if you're not a member or if you're not interested in chatting, you're more than welcome to just hang out here on YouTube and
just hang out.
Stream. We will be streaming probably like the first 2 hours of the chat, and then we will continue the chat offline once we finish the YouTube stream. So we are going to go ahead and let all of our members in here. So let's go ahead and do a grand old invitation. This is the cascade of fans coming in here. We got folks coming in. Welcome. And remember, as you come in, you have the reactions tool in Zoom that lets you raise your hand. That's how we know who will come up first, and I will kind of call on you in the order that I have you here on screen. If there are any issues, know that there's a chat in Zoom, so you can chat me and let me know if you have any questions or having any issues. We'll try to accommodate you as best as possible. And to start things off, before I do that, let me go ahead and pin Rob so that he gets the center.
Circle gets the square.
Circle gets the square. Let me get you here. Wait, it starts to move on my screen, so I can't get you. Hold on. Stop moving around, Rob. There we go. We got Rob here, and we are going to start things off with Julian Mushkin. Julian, you should be able to join the chat right now.
Hello.
What up, dude? You excited for next month, San Diego?
I am.
SDCC?
Yeah, I am. I'm looking forward to it. Even if it's just 2 days inside, I'll make the most of it.
Yes.
Oh,
think
so
I don't know how many panels I'm doing. 3? I don't know.
wow.
I just go where they tell me.
Well, hopefully, some of them will be on Thursday, and also, I'm pretty sure Sunday, of course, be there for the SmackDown.
I can't believe we're doing SmackDown again. Was it? I think we started in 2000, so this will be year 25. I mean, I think we skipped years because of the pandemic, but 25 years of the same panel, the same jokes, the same. It's very strange being a fan these days. So what are you gonna do?
Truly, yes.
But anyway, what's going on with you, dude? I gotta get me that mirror dagger.
That dagger, yeah. It's a beaut. It's a beaut. It's a little big, but it's a beaut.
Yeah, but you could really kill somebody with it if you needed to. Just sharpen that blade.
Yeah. It's got a heft to it. I gotta say, I like it.
Your agonizer, please.
I gotta get that. I gotta get me an agonizer.
Yeah.
And also, they're also offering Uhura's earpiece from Communication stuff. I think it's like $89.
Wow.
It's a Comic-Con exclusive, so
they're and also a replica of the Ultimate Computer, right, Julian?
Yeah, it's a scaled. It's a small.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say I would love to have that in my Rob Observatory. I would buy one of those.
You're gonna have to make that.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you could like go to the replica prop guild maker with the RPG.
Yeah, I should go to 3D Trekker and ask him to make it. He makes a full size Nomad.
Yeah. So I'm just watching Star City.
How'd you like the end of that last episode?
So are you talking about the one from this week, or yeah. I haven't watched it yet?
Oh, so, never. Yeah. I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah, don't say nothing. But it was kind of. I was watching it, and I'm just like, yeah, There was nothing really that was grabbing me that great, but the end of the one last week, when the reveal of who she is, you're related to, and my jaw dropped because I was like, oh man, you have my attention now.
Well, it's especially because I love the fact that you've got the younger versions of these characters that we I mean, she is such a great character in For All Mankind.
Mm-hmm.
But to see her young life, and then Sergey, who works for the chief designer.
Yeah.
But you haven't. All I will tell you is that the episode 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got. You'll see.
All right. Yeah.
6, 7, and 8 are incredible.
Mm.
And the last 10 minutes of episode 8, the last episode of the season or series, who knows?
Yeah.
You will be. I had to stand up. I literally stood up in I got up and I was like, I was so like, it was so good. That show is so good. I love it. Yeah. I understand it's a little off-putting. It doesn't have the gooey sci-fi goodness.
Yeah. With For All Mankind, I was getting kind of the. It's like you talked about it before. It's the whole daytime soap opera, storyline type of feel of what's going on. Only it's on Mars. It's in space. It's
It's not really a soap opera. It's just you're dealing with the stories because people want it to be a science fiction show, and it's not. It's a show about people. So you're dealing with the interpersonal relationships of everybody. It's like it's very much like Friday Night Lights, which is one of the,
wasn't holding me as much as it was earlier on.
I know because but the thing is this, they have to develop. Everybody wants it to be like there's never going to be aliens in that show. It's not that kind of show, but so but next week, just watch this week's episode of Star City.
Oh yeah, I will probably tonight or tomorrow.
It's fucking diabolical. And it's I want to show it to everybody and go, kids, this is why communism is bad. You fucking socialist Democrat motherfuckers. Oh wait, we're live.
Speaking of kids,
oops.
Yeah. Alexandra, I know we talked about her, maybe coming on and talking about her thoughts on Backrooms, and she wrote an essay, and I'm going to send it in.
Can I read it?
I'll send it in to the email for observations.
Yeah. Well, no, send it to me. RMB 1701.
That's the one I'll send it to.
And just make sure you put, so I know. By the way, Backrooms passed $300 million worldwide.
Cool.
$10 million spend between Obsession and Backrooms. They will end up tripling for a total production spend of $10,750,000. They will have tripled the cost of The Mandalorian, which cost $165 million.
Just
good. Saying.
Yeah. Can be done.
Hollywood.
Yeah, it can be done.
Yeah, it can be done.
Yeah. That's all I got. Major Chai is heading into San Diego in August. So
in August?
Yeah, she got some work stuff to do. So,
party in San Diego, man. You got to take her to. You have to take her to Del Mar.
Maybe there's already a bunch of places she's ID'd as wanting to go to. So we're making plans for that, and I think
I'd come down for that. I'll come down. I'll come visit you.
Yeah, the invitation is here. Come down. Sunny D is probably going to come down too.
Let's drink.
Definitely.
By the way, I gotta say, wait. Trader Joe's had this Wolves, which sells for like $90 for like $20. Somebody told me about it. I was like, $20? I'd never had this. It's pretty
good. Julian, it was great to see you, my friend. Have fun at Comic-Con. All right. So let's go ahead and move on to Brian Erdy. Welcome, Brian.
It's water after that.
Are you okay, Rob? Going down a little.
I'm all good.
Burning a little bit, a little early.
Yeah, I was like,
Here we go, Brian. Welcome.
Hey.
What's up, dude?
That's your expression is funny.
Look at that refit behind you.
Yeah.
How great is that, by the way?
And I love it. I just think it's glorious. And I have my daughter with me here today.
I see that. I was gonna make a joke about how that's erection inducing, but I decided not to say that.
Well,
oh wait,
which we kind of did anyway.
No, it's look. I have sexual feelings toward the refit enterprise. I can't deny it. I have when I sat in that theater and for 5 minutes watched them circle around it. It was the greatest thing I've ever seen.
I was 10 when that movie came out. We were late getting to the screening, so we ended up in the front row. And that whole scene, imagine staring up at it blew my mind. Absolutely blew my mind. But two things I've had these for a while, but I still want to share the fact that I love the fact that these things exist. And then Josie wants to tell you about, she's the book obsessive, loves books. What's your Instagram called?
Books with Josie 7. You follow me on Instagram, my book Instagram.
So she's going to tell you a great story about meeting one of her favorite authors.
Oh, I want to hear that.
But here's what I love, that you can walk into a Walmart. You can walk into a Walmart down the street and you can get Day of the Dead action figures.
Wait, what? Oh, are those reaction figures?
They're not reaction, but they're from Trick or Treat Studios. But
really, wait, move them closer to the camera without the reflection. Now bring them up higher. Wow, I didn't even know those existed.
Yeah, and they released Bub and Dr. Tongue, but other people have done that before. But
it's because this came out.
Yeah, I got that myself. But no one has ever done a Rhodes action figure, and I love it so much. I think that is so cool.
Wow, I have to get those. I didn't know those existed. They're at Walmart?
At Walmart.
And the thing is, no one's going to buy them except people like us.
Well, I bought 2 sets of them because I want them to make more. I need myself a Rickles and a Steel action figure.
Wow.
But, last thing I want to show you is right. The fact that, let's see, who is this? This is Nacelle Toys. Their first wave of weird figures come up. I just love that I finally have a Genesis torpedo that I can.
Is that Valkyrie? What is that? I can't see which figure that is.
It's Valkyrie from Star Trek.
Valkyrie.
And it comes with the.
That's in a big box, dude.
I know, it's huge. It comes with the Genesis torpedo, the Genesis what would you call that? A control panel.
Yeah.
Oh, it's glorious.
Yeah, I haven't, I just don't collect that scale. I don't do that scale, man.
It's actually a Genesis torpedo with a Valkyrie accessory.
Yeah. I mean, I might have to, I was gonna get those, but I'm just like, I gotta stick to 1/6. I gotta go.
I get it, but you're missing out with the Captain Edward Jellicoe figure.
Well, that's the thing. I know.
With the
I gotta rock that. That first wave is great stuff. Actually, they're all great stuff.
They're all great. Now, with that said, Josie, like months ago, says, "Dad, there's a book signing in what part of Georgia?
Avondale Estate,
Georgia. I need you to take me. I need the day off, months in advance." So she wasn't playing. So tell Rob about your event, what you did to impress your author.
I have gotten into book bedazzling. So you sit and you put the little rhinestones on the cover of the book, and it's actually a lot of fun. It's nice and like, I imagine it's what knitting's like. I've never knitted or crocheted, but it's nice to sit and
Do you do this to paperback books or hardcover books?
You can do them to either. You use like super ultra strength super glue and you put it on, and then you sit and you use like a wax pencil and just
do you happen to have an example of a bedazzled book with you?
So I have, you probably know where the camera is better than I do. So I did this one, and I actually gave it to the author myself when we met her. Dad dropped me off.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. So I have a whole thing on my Instagram, a highlight reel of ones that I've done that you can go and look at. I just do it for fun. So when the author was coming to town, I was like, Dad, I want you to take me. Like, I took the day off. So we made a whole day of it. He took me to some of his favorite bookstores I hadn't been to. And then he dropped me off at the signing. So I gave her the book that I bedazzled for her. And she was like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. She was like, this is a treasure. She was like, when I go to the nursing home someday, I'm taking this with me. So
wow.
The next day, she put it on her story and was like, rise and shine. Like, thank you so much for this. And then the other day, she did another thing talking about the book and used it in her live. Like, this is the book. Like, thanks, Josie, for giving me this book. So Dad had to be a part of it. And like, he came in and he embarrassed me in front of her because at 27, he still embarrasses the crap out of me.
Why do you do that? Why do you do that to your daughter?
He hates me.
No, because I'm funny.
He like came up and took the picture of all of us together, and he was like, all right. And he was like, does this look okay? And he turned the camera around and it was him like.
I had accidentally taken a picture of myself. Like,
I was like.
See, you know what? Your daughter, you got to cut that off. Sometimes it just, as a father, like I would know, but you got to cut off the funny thing with your daughter. At some point, you got to draw a line, buddy. Just saying.
I was like, please don't embarrass me in front of her. And then he did it anyway. And I was like,
yeah, but how much?
She laughed. So at least.
Well, that's good. If you get the laugh, then you win.
Yeah, I was like, but yes, that's my new thing is book bedazzling. And like I said, there's probably 10 of them on there that I've done, and I post them on there, and it's something fun to do, and it keeps me busy. You can buy like a kit on Amazon that has all the rhinestones on it, and it's like $20.
I'm gonna have you bedazzle a copy of Midnight, my book.
Yeah.
I'll wrap up with this, Rob. I know you saw my my Facebook and the messaging after watching Star City episode 6. As soon as I finished watching that, I texted him. I was like, "Fuck,
bro, right?
Amazing!" And now I could get screeners ahead of time, but I haven't. And I know that you've seen the last one. You were talking about the last 10 minutes, pretty special of the final episode.
Bro,
can't wait.
It's just that, okay, that you just have to see it. I don't want to.
Yeah. No.
All
yeah,
I can tell you is they fucking, as I like to, they dead sticked the landing. They didn't just stuck the landing; they dead stick that landing, and it is so good. And by the way, what I loved about it was I didn't see it coming.
Okay.
And that's pretty good for me. Like if you can make me not know what you're doing, and maybe it's because but when it started to these things start to converge, and I'm like, it's one of those things where the slow burn. Now I think the last episode of season 2 of For All Mankind is one of the great hours of television of the 21st century.
Sure.
When you've got the Pathfinder mission, you've got Danny and the Russians, the Soyuz mission, and you've got Pathfinder around the moon. That whole hour of TV is the greatest thing. I loved it so much. This ending rivals that, but in a different way, in a very different way, because it's terrestrial.
Nice.
So you don't have the moon action in space. It's all, but it literally is I love that show so much. It's so good. You know what's great about Star City? Every single little detail there's not one detail in that show that's introduced that does not go pay. It's all paid off. To the point of I want to say that the end of For All Mankind season 5 is also because it's Sergei. It's Sergei from Justice for Sergei. I can't wait, because the Akutas say that the scripts for All Mankind season 6 are amazing.
Oh, nice.
So I've heard.
All right. Well, great to see you, Brian. We have Jeff Bingham coming up. Welcome, Jeff. You should be able to join us.
What's up, dude?
Not much. So something quick. I found Supergirl to be aggressively okay.
Oh man, I really hated it, but
yeah.
I'm going to talk about that tonight.
Yeah, just okay. The villains looked like they were plucked out of Mad Max. And
I felt every design choice in that movie was inexplicable to me.
Yeah, so weird. Didn't seem to fit at all. And I guess it sort of speaks to my current preferences no longer being with comic book movies these days because they lack sex appeal.
I agree.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But speaking of sex appeal and erection inducing topics, I have a tentative release planned for my book.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm planning it for mid-September, because I believe that is, based on what I've read, that is the tentative release for season 2 of The Hunting Wives.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah. So trying to cash in on that hype. I don't know if that's actually going to be the case, though. I see a lot of people like begging the people in charge to reveal the release date and drop a trailer and whatnot.
Right.
I did see an interview saying they were planning a release for the fall, but they wouldn't get specific. So
I
think Netflix, they kind of wait a little longer than most people want to reveal when they're putting out stuff, particularly their shows.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, and speaking of The Hunting Wives, obviously you saw they submitted for comedy at the Emmys.
I thought that was pretty funny. That whole distinction is so weird to me.
Yeah.
It's just bizarre.
They make sort of arguments as to what. Well, they talk about it as like a genre blend, and I think they said that I saw an interview saying that, you know, if they make it funnier, that if they lean towards more comedy, then they're allowed to go to darker places, I guess. But I mean, even still, like, how do you accept a show or project movie like that that takes itself way too seriously, though?
Right. Yeah.
Because I mean, because, you know, when I think of, I sent this super chat to you and you kind of disagreed with it. That erotic thrillers and comedies may have more in common than one would like to think.
Well, I mean, it depends.
Because
But
I think there's absurdity in erotic thrillers like there are in comedies, and I think both genres, a lot of project in the genres, uh, focus story driven by characters that make questionable decisions.
well, yes, that's very true.
I think just the
I could buy
difference
that.
is like emotional response, audience emotional response, whether, you know, comedy, you laugh,
Emotional
erotic
damage.
thriller, or you erotic thriller, you, I guess, I don't know, you get horny, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
Well, I mean, what I like about erotic thrillers is the idea that men can be so ensorcelled, or women can be so ensorcelled by another human being. I find that there's something actually uplifting in that.
Yeah.
You know, that there's a thirst, that people have a thirst for one another that I think we need more of in this world.
Yeah. I mean, and which is why I've been kind of like pushing the producers behind the show to officially label the show as an erotic thriller, because it's not so much that the show needs help with that label, but I think the genre does.
It does, but more erotic. There's the new Greg Araki movie, I Want Your Sex, with Olivia Wilde, and it looks like it's turning around.
Yeah, and I think Nicole Kidman signed on for another one following Baby Girl. Yeah, but I mean, I just think also there have been a couple of erotic thrillers movies and shows that have a lot of absurd shit going on, and they take themselves way too seriously. Like, was it Deepwater, the Ben Affleck and Anna de Armas one
that Adrian Lyne directed?
Yeah, I mean, not to say that you know, serious one. I think it depends on how you structure the eroticism.
Yeah.
In order, whether it's justified to take itself seriously or silly. And I know there's the Netflix miniseries Obsession and the Fatal Attraction reboot series that took itself way too seriously.
Yeah, that was not good.
Yeah, and had too many stupid things going on. I mean, there's also those movies, obviously Baby Girl and the Netflix one Fair Play, that are both of which are serious. But I think
Fair Play
of those
that was
about power dynamics.
Yeah, I thought Fair Play. I was really disappointed in Fair Play. I thought it was going to be a different kind of a movie than it was.
Yeah, well, I think maybe if they had treated that storyline like the basis of it was akin to a heated rivalry.
Yeah.
Then you could make an argument that that movie would have been an erotic thriller.
Right. Yeah. It was, that movie just ultimately was about emasculating a man.
Yeah. I mean, it is. I don't know. I guess what constitutes erotic. I don't know. It's like, yeah. It is weird to call that particular movie an erotic thriller when there's no real sense of erotic buildup.
I mean, yeah, but there was no look. There was.
They had a sexually charged relationship.
But it wasn't. It ultimately turned into a. It wasn't that. I mean.
Yeah. Well, that's that.
But no, that's interesting. Congratulations on the book. I too am working on a.
Yeah, I finished with the editing coach. I am getting it to advanced copy readers, reviewers, and then I'm also getting a cover design for it. I'm starting off with an ebook first, self-publishing, because it's still not long enough to get a traditional publisher, but I'm going to start with ebook first, see how that goes, and then transition to traditional publishing at a later point.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Great to see you, Jeff. Thanks for joining us today.
No problem. No problem.
All right. We got Doug Salier coming up next. Doug, you should be able to join the conversation now.
Hello.
What's up, Doug? Haven't seen you in a while. How are things?
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, pretty good. I too just finished my book that I've been writing for like literally years.
Congratulations. What's it about?
Thank you. It's it for a long time it used to bug me that Heaven Can Wait. You didn't know anything about Mr. Jordan, but yet in the first movie, in the original movie, it's literally called "Here Comes Mr. Jordan."
Yeah.
So I wrote a. Right now, it's just for me, but I wrote a prequel to Heaven Can Wait.
Wow.
Because I needed to know more about Mr. Jordan. No one else was doing it.
Sure.
So I decided to do it. And I was having trouble with the book about a year and a half ago. And
The book got ornery, did it?
yeah. And I sent you a super chat. And you basically told me to just keep at it and you know, just write. It doesn't even matter what you write, just write.
And you did it.
And I did it. And I got
Good for you, dude.
Yeah, thank you. Like I said, it's just something I needed to do, like just for me, because I needed to know more about the story, and nobody else cared enough to do it. So
I love how delightfully obscurely specific that is. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's weird. No
Well, I mean,
question,
there's
but
ways to get it out. I've been doing a lot of investigating about books lately, and it's quite an. I might myself have been noodling with the project that has a definite due date on September 8th.
Oh, okay, cool.
So
Yeah,
keep going. Don't stop.
I'm thinking about looking at maybe the ebook thing, right? It's a lot easier to self-publish nowadays, but
The problem is there's so many people. I read that there's like 100,000 new books being uploaded to Amazon every day.
yeah.
So it's like that's one way to go, you know, but I mean, it's hard. It's hard.
My question is, I'm a perfectionist, and I keep going back and re-editing, and I can't stop. I can't. Oh, this is wrong. I gotta change this, and I can't.
The problem, but that's the trap. That's a trap of writing. At some point, you have, because if you allow that, you'll never stop. You'll never finish what you're doing.
I know.
At some point, because that part of I discovered this recently. I heard some great advice. At some point, every writer knows that they have to stop, because if you fall into the trap of looking for perfection, which you're never going to find, you're going to edit your book forever. It'll never come out. You'll never finish.
Yeah, that's why actually I started a second one, because I thought maybe all my creative juices will go into that and I'll leave the other one alone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I needed to know how Mr. Jordan got his job. Like, how do you get that job?
I love that.
I needed to know that. And I'm surprised no one's delved into.
You know,
I
never thought I'd live in a world where I knew somebody was writing "Here Comes Mr. Jordan," aka Heaven Can Wait fan fiction, but here we are.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Doug.
Okay.
That is worthy of song.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
I want to read that book, though. You got to finish it because I want to read it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Because I too now want to know. It's your fucking fault. I want to know how Mr. Jordan got his damn job now too.
Yeah. It's.
By the way, I kept the Heaven Can Wait insert for my own movie poster sale. Kept it. I was like, thank you. Put that right over here.
Yeah, I actually prefer the original.
The Here Comes Mr. Jordan.
Yeah, I'm not a Warren Beatty fan, but yeah, and I liked him as a boxer a little bit more than
a football player.
Yeah, and I didn't really buy Warren Beatty as a football player. So,
yeah.
But I knew why they changed it. Like, I would buy him even less as a boxer. So,
but I do like that movie.
Yeah, I liked it too. I saw it in the theater when it came out, and I liked it too. That was before I knew there was an original, and then I fell in love with the original, and I kept on thinking the title character. They're not talking at all about the title character. Here comes Mr. Jordan. Like, didn't make any sense to me. Yeah. I see. I get weird like that. But I just need to know, right? So yeah. I'll send you. Yeah, we'll talk again when I'm completely happy with it. I'll send you a draft if you want. Yeah. I got a few seconds just to say that I did like Supergirl. I'm the only one on the free planet that did. But I actually did
other
like
people
it.
liked it.
I didn't think it was great, but I didn't think it was like I was expecting to see a train wreck when I went to it, and I actually thought it was good. You know, Jason Momoa was good. Supergirl, like the actress, I thought she was pretty good.
I like her very much. I mean, I like her as an actress, and I like her performance.
Yeah, and David Cornsweet. He always nails Superman, so we're all good there. Okay, well, thank you very much, Rob.
All right, Doug. Well, thanks for the support, and thanks for. I can't wait to read. I cannot wait to read your prequel to Here Comes Mr. Jordan.
Okay,
that's amazing.
Hey, great to see you, Doug.
Yeah.
Hey, Rob, by the way, before we move to the next chat, and talking of Supergirl, which I haven't had a chance to see yet. Have you read Supergirl, Women of Tomorrow?
Yeah, Women of Tomorrow.
And how does it compare?
Well, it's sort of
because I found some shortcomings in that. I think the greatest strength of that book was the artwork.
Yeah,
but I did find I've heard a lot of the complaints about the bad guy in the movie not being very strong. I don't think he was very strong in the book. Also,
no, but you know what? The thing about that book, let's talk about the look of that book. That book looks like a 70s prog rock album cover. Yes. It's awesome.
The look is very Flash Gordon 1980. Like
and this movie, if any movie, the look, the production design of Supergirl is inexplicable.
Yeah,
to me, that you have a girl that's going out.
Right?
On a cosmic adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Every place she goes looks like she does a pub crawl in the first 20 minutes of the movie. It looks like all the bars are in like West Texas. There's no, a Superman movie should have a sense of wonder to it.
Right.
In general, there should be, and coming on, here's the thing I don't get. James Gunn's Superman leans into the Silver Age of Superman's history.
Right.
You've got giant monsters. You've got pocket dimensions. You've got, Mr. Terrific's, but the Justice Gang. You have Hawkgirl and Guy Gardner. And it was
the Fortress robots.
The Fortress robots and the Fortress. Yeah. You have all of these grand. Supergirl is the exact opposite of that. I'm like, if you're building a universe and you're showing me that, like, we learn that there's public transportation in space. Mm-hmm. It is so unimaginative.
Yeah.
And this weird, I mean, I understand the director's Australian, but this weird leaning into this weird Mad Max aesthetic, who wants that? Like, who decided if you're building a universe, a DC universe, look, even Xandar in Guardians of the Galaxy with that mall sequence, is great. I mean, obviously we're out in space. It's vibrant. There's super science. Show me a Jack fucking Kirby universe.
Right.
Don't give me a ramshackle shack where some bar band girl is singing Earth songs.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah.
And I thought that movie failed on every level from the, and Supergirl has her own spaceship.
Right.
Where'd that come from?
Right.
Why does her spaceship look so
like a junker, right?
Does she build a hot rod? All of the world building in that movie is completely disconnected from the film itself and the universe they're trying to build. Show us the DC universe. And if Kara is going off world all the time in her spaceship, wouldn't she have places of people that she knew?
Right.
Like, wouldn't she have her version of Cheers? And because they don't build, you don't believe that she, like, you go to these different places, she should have her own, like, if I'd made this movie and you were going to do this, she would have her own community that she doesn't even realize is her community.
Okay. Like
all these places that she goes, she already has friends that she doesn't know that she even has. She doesn't recognize them as friends. And in this movie, you're supposed to believe that at the end of this film, she's just a straight up murderer. You know, and also they're trafficking girls, the bad guys, they don't leave, but they say it to procreate an all male race. Like, I'm like, the hell is this movie? What am I watching?
Yeah.
I hated it.
That's too bad. Another of the things that I liked about the way that it was done in the graphic novel, because it follows the story pretty closely as far as the general gist of the young girl who seeks out Supergirl to her with her revenge. But I like that the story is being told from the girl's perspective. So you're kind of hearing it it's almost like a mythical kind of thing. Like she's parlaying this story, and so she's the narrator. Is that not a conceit used in the movie version?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I thought that it was amazing to me because they clearly, the movie had 3 different composers. They restructured the movie in post.
Yeah.
Obviously, the movie should have began with the Krypton sequence.
Yeah.
And the Kandor or whatever sequence. And first of all, none of it makes sense. It's like, I understand but you have you have a city that's on a small piece of rock,
right, that
apparently has gravity. Like, what do you?
Yeah.
I mean, I know, but there were so many things in it. I'm like, who thought it angered me. I was angry. It literally got to the point.
Yeah,
it hurt me to watch it, and I kind of was just like this. I'm like, really?
But I personally think that the original graphic novel shares some of those shortcomings. But the artwork,
no, it's true.
The artwork was so good that it kind of elevated it in a different way, right? So, yeah. Anyway, I don't want to take up much more time. Let's get Catherine in here. Catherine, you should be able to join us now. Welcome.
Hey, Rob.
What's going on?
Nursing injuries and collecting physical media and things like that.
Criterion sale.
Yes, that's true. Did you see that Kubrick set they unveiled?
Yes, I did, but it's not. It'll be in November's Criterion sale, not this Criterion sale.
Yes, but I'm probably going to pass on it because I already have pretty much all those in either 4K or Blu-ray.
I still have to get it though, just because I'm the biggest Kubrick fan in the world.
It would be. I did my recent Criterion pickup. I got Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yeah, how's that disc?
Oh, it's beautiful. I heard a long time ago that they were probably going to put that on a Criterion, and I'm glad they finally did. It took longer than I thought it would.
Yeah. I've fallen behind. I mean, I just haven't been buying anything much stuff.
Yeah.
So that sale there all since back in. I haven't bought any Criterion stuff since before last October, I think.
Yeah, last year I only got 2 of them. I got Honora and Sorcerer.
Right, Sorcerer's an incredible disc.
That is a beautiful disc, and that was like almost like a day one. They already had it on sale in July. I'm like, got it.
Yeah.
Well, last week I went to a little horror con up here, and I met Tommy Lee Wallace and got him to sign a Halloween 3 poster.
Oh, that's cool.
So it was pretty cool. You could walk right up, talk to him for about 10 minutes. So it was pretty fun.
He's a really nice guy.
He's wonderful.
Yeah.
So that was really fun. And did you by chance get tickets for Star Wars Celebration next year?
You know what? I didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to go. You mean next year?
Yeah, for April, first 4 days of April next year. Yeah, I was in line to get tickets for like 5 hours, and I'm in like a Star Wars group, and so I'm looking at this. I'm like, they have the little meter for how close you are to getting into when you're in the queue, for how close you're getting to the line. I'm like, I'm not gonna make it. So I had some friends pick up tickets for me, and sure enough, after 5 hours, and I was in, they're like, you can buy your tickets now. Everything was sold out. So I got lucky having somebody else get it for me, but yeah, that'll be. I've never had it be that insane to try and get
the 50th anniversary in Los Angeles, where the Lucas Museum is going to be, and I totally get it. But
yeah, I guess
I'll probably end up buying some scalp ticket or something, or maybe we'll be on a panel. I don't know.
Oh yeah, we've been reporting. Like Reed Pop encourages you to report all the scalpers online, and what they do is they cancel their tickets, and basically take them back, and so they'll do like a second sale at some point in the future.
Right.
But I did get tickets to Comic-Con, and I've never been there for San Diego, so I'll be there.
I think Comic-Con's going to be great this year.
Yeah.
Because it's pre-Spider-Man, it's pre-Doomsday. Marvel's already putting Doomsday things all over San Diego.
Do you have any of your own little panels there this year?
I think, yeah. I mean, I'm doing a panel with Kevin the Comic Doctor, and then we have Starship Smackdown. I think we're gonna. I think I have at least 3 panels. Okay, I have Chris Gore. I'm doing Chris Gore's panel. So I'll have a list. I'll know more in a couple weeks, and I'll publish that.
Okay, maybe I'll see you while I'm down there.
But yeah, well, you got to hang out. Look, as people can tell you here, Julian, Major Chai, we'll drink.
Well, I'm on Messenger with you. Where I've never been down to that area of San Diego, so I don't know where people go to hang out or stuff like that. So.
Oh yeah, no, I got you.
All right, cool.
We'll have fun.
I did see Disclosure Day, and I didn't hate it as much as a lot of people did. I mean, I agree it's a movie that feels like it should be in the 90s. The whole subplot about religion, I'm like, I feel M. Night Shyamalan covered this in Signs a lot better.
Yeah, totally.
And I don't feel like with the, Colin Firth's character, we have to prevent the whole world's going to have a mind melt if they find out aliens are real. And I'm like, I feel we're kind of past that as a society.
Well, like, that's the thing. I mean, in Spielberg's case, 49 years ago, he told us that, yes, aliens are real. And if you think about it, in Close Encounter, let's if there's a Spielberg verse, in Close Encounters, the aliens themselves were the ones leaving the breadcrumbs.
Right.
And setting up, and they'd clearly been visiting Earth for a long time, because you saw people from the Victorian era coming out of the mothership at the end. So it's like, the aliens did that and they revealed themselves. I would have thought Disclosure Day, because I never thought it was going to be a sequel to Close Encounters. Right. But if with all the information about Disclosure and all the people like Bob Lazar and all the people that have talked about, I mean, according to people on Earth, there are aliens all over the place. The Disclosure, they didn't lean into any of that. And they didn't.
Yeah, the movie's not really about that. It's like a chase movie. And
well, they didn't establish a cosmology. I was looking forward to. So let's say Disclosure Day is happening and aliens are real. They roll out Drunken Grandpa E.T. Where have they been keeping this guy? On ice?
Yeah, because they mention offhandedly, oh, you stole him like 5 years ago or whatever. And it's like, but the other thing which bugged me honestly more than that was that like Emily Blunt's superpowers were like Deus Ex Machina over and over again. Like whenever the plot demanded them get out.
Yeah, I'm going to turn people invisible. Yeah. But here's another thing. You're keeping an alien, like technologically advanced. This alien couldn't call somebody and go, these douchebags, the people from West Tex or whatever the hell, Wardex, the company. They're like, we're the super secret company that's in a office park with a big sign that has hundreds of employees.
And you would think that a movie that's all about that would try and go to more, like maybe have some stuff set at Area 51, something like that. Do a deeper dive into actual things like Rendlesham Forest, and not just in found footage stuff like at the end, but really have a deep dive on that stuff. But they didn't. So
I mean, at the end, they give us the Nixon Jackie Gleason story.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
like,
I do remember.
Really?
My uncle worked for Lockheed, and I was at dinner at his house once, and his son, who likes when he visits up in Northern California, he drives up the 5 at night to avoid a lot of traffic. And he told this story one time about this SUV-sized UFO that flew down on the freeway. And he's like, oh, it had all these spinning lights. It was really crazy. And he's describing it. My uncle's sitting there, he's eating, and he's like, well, what shape was it? Where was the color? The dimension. And so he keeps going through it, and then he rattled off some name and serial number. He's like, oh yeah, somebody's getting fired for flying that down the freeway. Because it's like, yeah, they can build SUV-sized drones. They've been doing these things for,
Oh yeah,
a long time. But
well, I that's what I thought. I thought Disclosure Day had nothing to say. I thought that movie was monumentally disappointing because, look, the thing is,
mildly enjoyed it, but yeah.
I mean, I liked some of the filmmaking, but I watched it and I thought David Koepp, what did he write the script in a weekend?
Well, they said there were Spielberg confirmed there were like 42 drafts of the script.
I know,
which is insane.
But there's nothing in it that's particular. First of all, you're going to go to a TV station? Like, you could have uploaded these videos at any time during the movie, and how about the fact that they're chasing Emily Blunt and Homeboy onto a train. They have no aerial surveillance. There's no helicopter. There's no drones. There's nothing. You apparently this super secret organization doesn't really muster a lot of technologically advanced materials. How do you not? And then it cuts to them from the inside of the train to a field where they're just walking away. I mean, and if these people knew about aliens, don't they have? Are they backwards engineering alien technology? I thought it was so disappointing. I mean, we already knew aliens existed 49 years ago. Now where are we at? It should have been to the point where the humans and the aliens have been conspiring for 49 years, and now they're ready to finally come out, or something. Give me a movie. Disclosure Day should have happened at the end of Act 1. But that's not the kind of movie.
All right. Thank you, Catherine. We got Krizik coming up, and I will apologize ahead of time for cutting him off at the 7-minute mark. I know.
I think I owe Krizik a thank you.
Okay. Well, let's get him on here. Welcome, Krizik.
I haven't seen you since I owe you a thank you.
Well, I haven't seen you, sir, and happy birthday. And Roberto, you never have to owe me anything. You are the best that ever bested a best. There you go.
That was a very kind gift you sent me.
Well, you're very welcome.
Although I do have to say it's smaller than I think the Bandai kit was. Was it Bandai?
It is. Beggars can't be choosers, though, son. So, when
it's a great kit.
Gets tough.
It's a great kit, though.
It is. It's an awesome kit. I hope you have fun putting it together.
I haven't done it yet because I have to paint it.
Yeah, I know.
The last one I did, it was one of my favorite models I ever built. And so this one has to be just as good. I might like this one.
Okay, well, I hope you do, because let's just say that it's a bit of a special one. So
I love it. Yeah. I love it so much.
But let me just jump into my stuff here, because I only got so much time, and I've been trying to teach myself time management, Rob. I always got in trouble. See, if I did presentations for dailies, I can go on forever if the room was laughing, because everyone was grooving with it, and we would put it into a short. But like now, I have to be fast. Okay, so first things first. I'm going to just go ahead, and I'm sharing my screen right now. My head.
I see that.
Is normal. So I'll make it quick. You may have seen already what Paul Chatto said about his impressions of all of this and what he recently learned. I've been saying it here in chat about the True Grit thing. You'll probably talk more about it tonight on Midnight's Edge or something like that. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk more about what Eric July was talking about. He's here in the same town I'm in.
I haven't heard him talk about this.
Well, I'll keep it brief. He's been hearing all the discourse, and you've seen all of the, how drama is on the internet.
Yeah.
So you've seen all of it. Whether
3
you like
A's
the movie,
drama.
Exactly. Whether you like the movie, you hate the movie, I'm not really here for any of that. You might think I clearly don't like it, but I'm not here for all the fighting and stuff. I'm here.
I don't want to. My take on it's not about any of what people are really saying about it.
Exactly. Which is my thing is that I can't get mad at Gunn. I can't get mad at Alcock. I can't get mad at anyone. I can't even really get mad at King as much as he and I are both the same age. I don't really care for his writing, but that's just because I'm old school, hence why I'm sharing what I'm sharing. If you look real close at that first box, it says she was born in a solar system far away from the familiar confines of our planetary home, a refugee from disaster on the cosmic scale. Yet from the debris of the catastrophic rose hope, like the phoenix from the flame, hope for the myriad beings of the universe, and a blessing for the planet Earth. None of that's represented in Tom King's 8-run series. Okay,
right?
So it's an Elseworld story. I don't like it. It's not Supergirl. What I just showed you is Paul Kupperberg's Supergirl. This is from the run of 1981 to 1984. If you want Supergirl, this is who. If you're a fan of, well, if you're just a fan of the actress, not the movie from 1982, which is
84,
Helen Slater, then I was just look, I had a crush on Helen Slater, so that's
did I.
I'm biased, so
fair is
mind
fair.
my bias, okay, but she did the character correct because it was based off of what Paul wrote and what Carmine drew. That's who the two people are here in the frame. So that's my first thing. I don't want to belabor it too much. The second thing is I want to, so we're going to just talk shop real quick. Worker to worker, you know, not necessarily in your case below the line, but you've been below the line before. How insufferable was it for that young lady to say what she said concerning obsession? When I read that, before you respond, because I know what you said in response, before I finished reading your response, I was throwing stuff at my wall, because if I had talked that way to anyone I worked with at DreamWorks, I would have had my ass handed to me. Like, how dare you think you have the nerve to decide how these things get run?
It's a mindset of the young who, you know, I was shocked by that. So for those of you who don't know what we're talking about the art director of Obsession that came out and complained about. First of all, I wanted to say to her, on a $750,000 movie, you got paid pretty well.
Yeah, she got paid really good.
She got paid here's but this is the funny thing, and I don't understand. It's this mindset that wants to bring back socialism or communism. Like, if you work on a $750,000 movie, that's what you get. Yeah. That's all you get. You can't then bank on the future. You're the art department. You are hired talent.
Yes.
To work. I just did the this right before I came on the show, I interviewed the production designer of Cape Fear. Okay. Jamie. And and I worked in the art department as the PA on Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. That was my first job. Yeah. You get hired to work on a movie and you get paid for that. And in the case of her, you know, she got paid for 3 weeks worth of work.
Exactly. That was that for those of you that don't know, she was paid the equivalent of what someone would make for maybe $80,000, $90,000 a year. That's what her salary or wage worked out to.
Yeah, and when she came out and complained, and then when she was talking about trying to flip the production union, yeah, I was
making the whole show.
I mean, she could have put everybody out of work.
Exactly.
No, I thought that whole attitude, and you know what? It made me really angry for somebody who's made low budget things and big budget things and worked on SAG things and worked on independent things. You know, we were working on this show that when I was doing Femme Fatales, directing episodes of Femme Fatales, the crew we had to take a vote. So for those of you who don't know, if you're working on an independent production, the union can come unionize your crew, and the crew has to vote whether they want to become a union show. Yep. If our show had gone union, the show would have been over. Yeah. And the crew voted not to go union.
Good on them, because you need overhead for that.
Yeah, because we were treating our crew well. And as well as we could on our $250,000 budgets or whatever. Yeah. And it was to hear that entitlement that she was displaying was off the charts
completely.
And it was, I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, what are you doing? And I noticed though that, you know, Curry Barker has already directed his second film, and she was not the art director on that movie.
Good.
So and that could be because they did step it up, so they might have had a different, art department that was already in place, but she wasn't. So that could have played into her anger. But I thought that was so out of line.
Yeah, it was completely out of line. What goes around comes around. Well, thank you so much, Rob. I appreciate it.
Great to see you, Krizik. And also, if you want to check out, Dan Merle did a really good kind of opinion piece on exactly this topic, and I think he was right on point the way that he.
I haven't watched that. I'll go.
So yeah,
I love Dan Merle. Dan Merle's
he
great.
did a very fair and very astute assessment of the situation, and it aligns with what you're saying. But I really appreciated how he put it, so I would recommend checking it out.
I didn't know he did that. I'll go watch that.
Yeah. All right, we are going to say goodbye to Krizik, and let's see who comes up next here.
Kelvin.
Kelvin. Hey, how are you, Kelvin? Did I just let me see. Ask to there you go.
Hello.
There you are. Welcome,
Hello.
Kelvin. So good to see you.
It's good to see you, Roberto.
What's going on, man?
It's cold.
Oh yeah, because you're going into winter down there.
Mid. It's next week is middle of the winter. Although the sun is shining earlier now and later.
I remember those winters. It's not that cold though. Come on.
No, well, you were in Sydney, so that wasn't too bad.
No. Where are you?
Melbourne. In Melbourne.
Oh, okay. You're down further.
Yeah. So we've got the cold Arctic winds can come along.
It's true.
Yeah. Enough of that, because it's weather. I want to briefly talk about the living dead girl.
Dude, how great is that 4K?
Beautiful, man. It is absolutely.
It's my favorite John Rowland movie.
The man knew how to pick women.
He
just.
Well, he's French.
Of course. He had access to all the best European ladies.
Yeah, he did. And those I don't know who at Indicator decided we're going to take all of Jean Rowland's movies and give them all.
Well,
box
20
sets.
of them. I assume it's probably the odd one that's.
I think they're done though. I think that was the last.
Yes, I think Living Dead Girl was and Grapes of Death were the last two.
Yeah.
So.
But Living Dead Girl, I first owned that on Laserdisc, and it was a Laserdisc. It was taken. It played in America, but it wasn't. It looked like it was shot on video.
Yeah, I think it probably was. Yeah, I reckon Living Dead Girl might have been the first one I saw on video and VHS in the early mid-80s. Actually, I have an unopened Dutch release of the DVD.
Wow.
Which has a booklet as well. So I really must crack these open and see what the. But I did send you a super chat in which I said the question is, which is the living dead girl? And I think it's our lady. So let's make sure we get the right one here. Should put my glasses on so I can read what the hell I'm doing. Yes, it's Catherine Valmont is the heiress who has died. But and her childhood friend is Helene.
Right.
I think it's Helene who is the living dead girl.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't really thought about this until I was watching it, is that you have these flashback scenes in which she's fawning all over Catherine, like, they're obviously in a gay lesbian relationship.
Sure. As all women are in John Rowland movies.
Of course they are. But I think she was pining so much and her attentions were, well, in a way, unwanted too, because you get the impression that Catherine was a bit like, you're going a bit too far here, because we have stations in life. I'm the daughter of the rich family and you're just some peasant girl. So that's why I think there's also that sequence where, you know, Helene says, I was not invited to your funeral. That says everything
Yeah.
to you about class distinction and the fact that she was an unwanted presence in the family.
I think that's an astute argument. I buy into that.
And who is the one who seems to be and you've got to ask yourself, the other question is, has Catherine, did she commit suicide? Because, you know, she doesn't really want to be alive. You
Right.
get that impression, don't you? She's like, what? I'm alive. What's going on here? I want to die.
Yeah.
You're keeping me alive.
That's very interesting.
It is. And of course, Helene seems to have spent, you know, all her time just pining for her. So she hasn't moved on with her life either, really. So that's why I think that, yes, she's the living dead girl.
I just want to thank you. It took till 2026 that I could have this erudite discussion about the intricacies of Sean Rowland's Living Dead Girl. A movie that, you know, I bought the Laserdisc 30 years ago out of the pages of Video Watchdog magazine.
Can't go wrong.
So thank you, Tim Lucas.
I don't know how I came across Jean Rollin films. They must have been in the mid-'80s. It must have been because of the nudity, and they would have been R-rated in Australia, I reckon.
Yeah, there's what I love about those movies is they just love boobs.
They do.
Not the same way like Russ Meyer loved big boobs, but they love all boobs.
That's right. They are.
Good.
So I have to say that now I'm looking forward to going back and watching the other ones. I might finish up with Fascination. I might leave that to my last.
That might be his masterpiece.
Yes.
Because it's Living Dead Girl and Fascination do it for me. Those are the two.
Yep. So I might.
Because Fascination has the girl with the scythe.
That's correct. Yes.
It's fantastic.
And of course, I have to reevaluate The Grapes of Death too, because I watched it on DVD for the first time. Oh, it was years ago now.
Yeah, I haven't watched. I mean, I bought it. I haven't watched it.
And it just feels like a Night of the Living Dead ripoff.
Well,
and
all of his movies are kind of.
Yeah.
You know, his films are never going to be known for their shocking originality.
No, I wouldn't have thought so either. But anyway, it's good to see that we've got some nice imprint releases coming up very soon.
I know so many good things coming. Too many good things.
I'll be getting the second volume of the Powell Pressburger. But they're missing out on the Kubrick one, I reckon, because, you know, they're just not going to be able to compete with Criterion.
It's good stuff, though.
This is it. I did try and say Australia versus the USA in the soccer.
Yeah.
Didn't work.
Didn't work out. Yeah.
All right. We'll see you later.
By the way, there is no Let's Get Physical Media tomorrow because of the heat wave in Germany.
Oh, wow.
Dieter's like, his apartment's so hot.
Oh,
they don't have air conditioning. Yeah, he's dying.
Oh, gosh.
He texted me today. He's like, there's no way I can do Let's Get Physical Media tomorrow.
He's got to be down drinking. No, he doesn't drink beer.
Yeah. No, he doesn't.
Well, Calvin, good to see you, man.
Always good. Good to see you, man.
All right.
Take care.
Before I forget, Rob, I forgot to mention earlier that we do take super chats and we take tips. So if you wanted to share it that way, please do. We do have a couple here. One of them is from Drew Grech 2028 telling us that he's been a member for a month. So thank you so much for joining as a member.
Yeah, thank you.
And
then join the chat, man.
We have Jets Angani saying, Rob the Supplement King. Hope you started the P90X. So
I have not done that.
Okay. Well,
but I know what he means.
There's your goals. Goal for you. So all right. I've
been eating creatine gummies though.
Oh, okay.
They're good for you.
I
mean, you know. Doing a little workout.
Not bad. Not bad.
No, I'm going to get fully into it. It's of course, this might be my last weekend with alcoholic beverages because you can't drink at all.
You're going to have to retire at least temporarily from the alcohol. So, which
yeah,
reminds
good,
me,
though.
I've been reading a comic book series, Rob, that I think you would appreciate. It's called Barbaric. It's written by Michael Moreci, Moreci, and it's a Conan type of story.
Oh, that's cool.
A barbarian that has a cursed axe, and the axe gets drunk on blood, and it like talks to him, and it has conversations with him. It's a very, very cool comic, and I believe it's gonna be adapted into some kind of a series for HBO Max, but it's called Barbaric.
Nice.
Very, very fun. So I would recommend checking it out. All right, Major Chai Chai, who I mistakenly thought she was up in the prior conversation, but no, you are up now. Welcome, Major Chai Chai. Good to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you too, Roberto.
What's going on? I wish you could be here to see the power struggles that happen with your Death Star.
Oh, you should video it and turn it into like a little doggy soap opera.
When I come home, Tallulah
Yeah.
brings it to the door for me. It's her offering.
Yeah. But for those that don't know, I gifted Rob a crocheted Death Star for his birthday, and apparently the dogs have taken it over.
The dogs, they sleep with it, they move it around, they bring it all over the place, and then they curl up next to it. It's hilarious.
I'm honored because when you crochet that, every bit of yarn passes through my hands, so my scent has to be all over it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
If they like it, that means they approve of me.
Yes, they definitely approve of you.
And a dog's approval is everything.
It's true. But they love it. I love it. I love that death. It's so great that Tallulah has it, and she takes it out. Like we have a French kind of not really a French door, but we have a door with like 9 glass panels.
Mm-hmm.
And we've removed one of the panels of the doors so the dogs can go just in and out of the backyard. And Tallulah has taken out the Death Star out into the backyard, but brings it back in, doesn't leave it around like all the other toys. She never leaves it. She's a great custodian of it, but the other dogs try and take it from her, and then it turns into a little bit of an issue.
That's interesting. I love it. So I'm not going to be at San Diego Comic-Con.
Boo.
Yeah, I know, but I've been traveling for work, and I was on a vacation to the Florida Keys in June. And so I really don't have any money. The only reason I'm in San Diego in August is because of work. So if I get to hang out with Julian and Sunny and Corey, then you know, I'm going to make the most.
I'll come down. I'll come hang with you guys.
Yeah, because the plan is I'm Saturday with Julian, and if the others come down, we'll do Balboa Park, one of the museums there. And then there's a bar called the Mothership.
Right.
And we'll go do that in the evening.
I'm in.
Okay.
Faux show.
Yeah.
That'll be good. Have you seen any movies? Are you going to see movies tomorrow?
I saw Supergirl.
What'd you think?
It was okay. I didn't hate it. But I was like, okay, it's not bad. It's not that good. There were interesting story elements to it, but they never connected. Like you said, the world building was not really there. You know, there's a because I'm into knitting and crocheting, I noticed the old lady knitting on the bus, and I'm like, she shouldn't be knitting. She should be doing something that an alien would do. That's like knitting, but it looks
I agree
foreign to us.
Yeah, totally.
So it was like these. It was like it was a movie that needed to still be edited and reworked. Because yeah, there are just things that just didn't connect or land.
Yeah, and I wanted it to.
I saw Michael. before. Was it
Did you like
last
that?
weekend? Yes, I did.
I did too.
liked it very much.
I
And
thought
I
you
think
said, you said you liked it.
and I wrote, I think I said I sent you a letter, or I had talked about For All Mankind and Star City, but I had also seen Pressure, and Pressure was okay, better than Supergirl, okay, but I was expecting more out of it, so I was a little bit disappointed by it.
Huh. I can understand that though.
So, I think part of it was because I kept comparing it to the World War, the D-Day movies I've seen before.
Right.
I think if I didn't know anything, if I hadn't seen those other movies, I probably would have liked it more than I would have.
That makes sense. I enjoyed it just because I didn't know about that chapter of history, the whole weather thing.
Yeah.
That was wild.
I thought it was odd in the movie. They said that he comes in 3 days before D-Day to do the weather, and I'm like that just didn't seem right. So I went and researched it. That in real life, that weather guy had been with Eisenhower since 1943.
Oh.
So he had been working with them for quite some time. They took license with it so they could amp up the drama.
Yeah, sure. That's sort of disappointing, but
yeah. Because as soon as like that, I'm like, in my head, I'm already like editing it. Like, how could you have kept the drama with it being a little bit more truthful?
Right. Well, I liked it.
Yeah.
Though. I didn't love it, but I liked it. I liked it. I mean, just because I did. That story was fascinating to me that happened. So
yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, like it's I like it better than Supergirl. So there's that.
There's that.
Because I think Andrew Scott's performance was very good.
Yeah.
Damian Lewis is always a joy to watch. I just felt the other part was I kind of thought Brendan Fraser was a bit miscast.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can see that. Although I did think he did well with the part, the best he could.
He did the best he could. For me, it was just I kept seeing Brendan Fraser.
Right, that's right.
And it could be that he didn't have a chance to develop as the character of Eisenhower, like Tom Selleck did in the Ike Countdown to D-Day, where it's all centered around him. So you build up and you start to believe him more as Eisenhower.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, he never broke. That's because he's so, I don't know if he could. He also has a bigger face than Eisenhower did. So
yes,
it was harder. It's harder to make you believe.
And he's bigger. He's taller and broader than Eisenhower. But Selleck was taller too. But I don't know. Somehow I believed Selleck's performance than Fraser's.
I totally agree. 100%.
Major Chai Chai, was great to see you.
Always a pleasure, Major. And I guess I'll see you in August. I'll be there.
Sounds good. All right. Oh, what did I do here? I think I removed Rob. What? There you are. And I added, sometimes things move around here and I pinned the wrong thing. Anyway, Victor Griggs is up next.
Has he denounced the San Francisco 49ers yet?
We're about to find out. Welcome, Victor.
I bet you haven't, you 49ers fan.
Never,
Well,
Rob.
I'm not going to stop trying.
I hear you. I have something very controversial to say about Disclosure Day.
Uh-oh. Lay it on us.
I thought Disclosure Day was horrible.
That's not controversial.
basically a rookie writer, but the book I'm working on is way better than Disclosure Day was. I believe Steven Spielberg is one of the greatest filmmakers of all time, but even the greats stumble and fall sometimes.
It's true, and I don't disagree with you. I mean, it gives me no pleasure. I was really looking forward, just because I've always loved the subject matter. I thought it's a movie that promises Disclosure Day, and you don't get that. It's not the Disclosure Day that is important. It's what comes after. What happens after? I mean, I think in this day and age, if you were to disclose anything, people would be like, yeah, whatever. There's aliens. We knew that. It would last in the news cycle for a couple of days because our civilization's so jaded.
Yeah, my book is about a virus that hits the world that everyone has a disability somewhere to mine, and there's aliens, there's romance, there's a little bit of everything. So I'm hoping it'll be out before the end of the year, but we'll see.
Well, that's good. Congratulations on that.
Thank you, sir. And I believe that you should come out with a t-shirt that says the original imagination connoisseur.
Not a bad idea.
I think that would be cool.
Well, I'm working on a few things. Maybe I can do that.
Nice. If you
OG imagination connoisseur.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I like that.
Original gangsta imagination connoisseur.
How is your audio drama movie coming? How is that?
The movie is inching ever forward. There's a little bit of we'll see if it happens. It's moving. I'm optimistic though. We'll see. We'll see if there's going to be a movie. That'll obviously be a big deal that I promote. So, but it is moving forward. A lot of things, there's always irons in the fire. White Devils is moving forward. I've been sort of working on a personal project that I want to get out by the 8th of September. That's ambitious. But the 8th of September is the 60th anniversary of Star Trek. So, yeah.
Yeah. Are you still coming to the Star Trek convention?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Do you have any panels?
I don't know if I'm going to have any panels, except you and your mom will be drinking.
Sounds good, man.
Is she coming back down?
Yeah.
Nice. I like your mom.
Yeah, she's pretty cool, although I'm kind of biased, so.
Yeah, but she's very cool. So it'll be good to see her again.
Yeah, and I'm excited for you because you and I will have something common. We're both the authors. So I'm looking forward to your book coming out.
Well, it's interesting. I started doing a second book.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I had this idea that and it's 40,000 words now. So that's what I want to finish. The thing is, it's kind of a book within a book, really. There's the book, and then there's a book within that book. I've never written a book like this before.
That's cool. What is it about? Is it kind of similar to your first book that you were talking about, or is it
No, this is a non-fiction book.
Right. What is it about?
Me.
Cool.
No, it's about, it's about what does it mean to be an imagination connoisseur, I think.
That's awesome.
And it's about Star Trek.
That's so cool.
So, but I just started, something I am going to be doing, I'll just might as well say it. I'm going to be doing a series of books called From the Robservatory. And I'm going to, this first book started out as a repurposing of my Star Trek, the 13 Star Trek after shows I did on Picard. I started. I was like, I'm going to download these transcripts, and I started that way, and then it kind of expanded, and it keeps expanding.
That's awesome.
And I got a handle on it, and I'll tell you what's really been interesting. So you'll love this. So I took the manuscript as it is. It's 10 chapters, 2 interludes, and there's an introduction, 10 chapters, 2 interludes, and an afterword. And I fed the manuscript into both Chat GPT and into Grok, and I asked it for a review. I said, review this manuscript. And Chat GPT talked about how great I was and how much they loved the manuscript and everything about it. And Grok's basically like, yeah, this needs work. So that was it was very interesting, because you can turn Chat GPT, you can turn off its sunny disposition and have it give you like total honesty.
Yeah.
And because I do that, because having smoke blown up your ass by a large language model does not help anybody. But it's just very interesting.
Yeah.
So now I'm editing. The book's about 200 pages.
That's so cool. I can't wait to read it. Oh, and by the way, when you read my book, I want you to be critical, just as you are critical of Star Trek. I want you to be that critical of my book.
Oh, I will.
Sounds good.
I will, Victor. But if you want me to read it, you have to denounce the San Francisco 49ers publicly.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
You have
Sorry.
to. You have to. I'm going to make you.
I don't know about that.
No, I know. I can't do that. I wouldn't do that to you.
Look,
I bought your first book. I'm a patron of Victor Griggs.
Thank you.
And I will be buying you and your mom booze because she bought me drinks, or a drink, last year.
Sounds good. I love y'all. Thank you.
By the way, Victor drinks. Victor pounds the booze. I appreciate that.
Victor, always a pleasure to chat with you. Thank you for
good to see you, man.
Today.
Good to see you guys. Love y'all.
Take care. Love you too. All right. So, gosh, my cursor is all over the place today. Let's go ahead and move over to Stubble, which I believe Stubble is also experiencing very hot
extreme
weather.
Heat.
Yeah, extreme heat. Let's find out.
Yeah, it's up to like 85 degrees Fahrenheit.
Welcome, Stubble.
Yeah, it's a little bit more than 85. It's like 96, 97 or something like that.
Oh boy,
wow.
96. But in Sweden,
our houses are built to keep the heat inside.
Yeah,
and with thick walls that gets warmed up, and
it's got to be hot.
Like that. Yeah, and I'm not used to the whole thing. You are used to it over there.
Yeah. No, totally. No, and in Europe, people die.
Yeah,
it's not good.
No. Anyway, got this.
Oh, have you started reading it? Oh wait, hang on a second. Can you hold that up? Hang on. I want to take a frame grab of you. Pull it back a little. Yeah, there you go. Yes. Okay. Hold that pose. Wait, no, hold that pose. Hang on. Strike the pose. Got it. Thank you. Yeah. I'm going to send that to Alvaro.
Yeah. I've not started it yet, so I have a few books I have to read first. But it's on the list.
Understand.
And then I got this one.
Oh yeah, you wrote about that. How is that? That's first of all,
I haven't
listened
to it. I just took the plastic off, and but there's a book with images. And there's like 5 CDs stuff.
Nice.
Right. So now that's over. Let's talk about other stuff.
Yes. What do you want to talk about?
I thought just quickly House of the Dragon, the first episode.
Yeah, what'd you think?
Olivia Cook is incredible.
She is incredible.
With her scene there with I just say the kiss and then that whole scene.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So don't have to mention who she kisses.
Yeah.
Who kisses her. But it was a great episode. I look forward to the rest of the season.
I thought it was jaw dropping. And the guy who directed that I've known since he was like 22 years old.
Yeah.
And to see his career trajectory.
Yeah. Maybe you can get a role in the next one he's directing or something.
I don't know about that. But he's done well. I mean, the effects in that episode, everything about that episode was insane.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I've been working a bit on my book. I think I've bitten off more than I can chew, but we'll see. It's very complicated stuff, but we'll see where it goes. But what I thought we should talk about is, there's a Bond movie coming in a few years.
Theoretically.
No. We suppose there's a Bond movie coming, and I
hope so.
Right now, I don't care who the actor is or anything. What I wanted to talk about are the Bond tropes.
Okay.
And I had, AI list the 30 most common Bond tropes. And I want you and I to, I don't know if we have time to go through all the 30, but we can start because I had them listed the most iconic first. And then, so let's say, scale from 1 to 5, how strong that trope should be in a new movie, right?
Got it.
So, saying Bond, James Bond.
5. It's a new Bond. He has to say it.
He has to say it.
Has to say
it. Daniel Craig didn't say it until like the last sentence or something in the first movie.
Yeah.
They flipped all the tropes in those movies, which I thought was wrong. Vodka Martini.
I think that's a 5 too, because it's signature drink, and I liked I liked it in Casino Royale. Do I look like I give a damn? He subverts that trope.
Yeah.
Or we either see him drink his first vodka martini.
Yeah. Or someone introduces him to it or something. Gun barrel scene in the beginning.
Yes, and you have to have it.
Okay.
You have to have it. You can't not do that. I mean, I know they didn't do it in Casino Royale. They did it like at the end or whatever. But this is a new era of Bond. They can't change that. You've got to show me that.
They have to embrace the tropes.
They have to embrace that trope.
Yeah. Okay. A briefing by M in a office room.
I think they have to have that because Daniel Craig never got that.
No.
Not
they
really.
All the tropes.
He never had a mission.
Yeah. Any flirting with Moneypenny, or is Moneypenny just
Well, if you start, it depends if Moneypenny's there. I don't necessarily. The flirting with Moneypenny would come later. You have to introduce Moneypenny in that role, and so that I don't mind if there's no Moneypenny flirting.
Yeah, and the prologue before the title sequence.
You have to. It's structure. You have to have. Even Casino Royale had that.
Yeah. I'm with you. Okay. Q gadgets.
Yes. You gotta have gadgets of some kind.
Okay. How out there gadgets? How
I don't necessarily have to. They don't have to be super science, but I do think that Q Branch, your quartermaster, issues you field tech.
Yeah.
And I think that there should be field tech that an agent, but we don't know if he's an agent yet. It might be young James Bond. He's in the Navy. He's getting recruited, which I don't mind. I don't mind any of that. So maybe he's not James Bond yet.
And not an invisible card this time.
No.
Exotic international locations.
Yes. Got to be globetrotting. And it's got to be fun. Bond, I don't want to see some oil fields in Kazakhstan. I want hot chicks, hot nightlife,
Yeah. This wasn't listed here, but I will add one. The thing that Bond knows everything. A plant, he knows which family it is and so on.
I don't necessarily think he should know everything, but he needs to know a lot. He's well-rounded because that's what helps him survive his missions.
Yeah, and the title sequence should be there, with the weapons and the girls and whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
Okay. I'm just on number 10 here, so we won't go through all 30, but we can do maybe 1 or 2 more.
Yeah.
The Bond girls.
Well, I mean, I think that Bond getting involved with a female during a mission is kind of important to that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you need that kind of energy. Because here's the thing. My feeling about Bond is he's one moment away from dying.
Yeah.
And because I don't know if they've said this in the novels, but in the movies, it always was to me like he has appetites for the finer things in life, the great caviar, the great champagne, and the most beautiful women.
Yeah.
And he doesn't apologize for that.
Maybe tone down some of, the things from the 60s, slap on the back.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be misogynistic. No misogyny, but he definitely wants to. He's definitely a cunning linguist, as we found out in GoldenEye.
And let's end on this one. It's number 11. So we have 19 for another time. But he's always the tuxedos, the clothes. There's an explosion, and he goes and fixes his tie and whatever.
I love that in Skyfall. I love when he fixes his tie when he gets on the train. When
Yeah.
I mean, again, how it's done. It has to be done. You don't want it to be too tongue in cheek where it shatters the fourth wall.
No, and I will just say also, maybe not. Had a theme of getting the girl at the end, the whole thing, because they eliminated all of that in the Craig ones,
which made them not as fun.
But to be fair, that's how it happened a lot in the Ian Fleming novels. He didn't always end up with the girl in the end.
No.
Okay. Yeah, but that's a trope. So, but maybe in one of the movies he could, have a happy ending
on occasion.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I guess you could say he did in Spectre. It just wasn't a very good movie.
No.
But,
no.
Yeah,
and it has the wrong theme song.
Yeah. The most important thing is it's an important movie, but it should be a Bond movie, and those should have some of the tropes at least.
Stubble, what do you think about gun barrel sequence at the beginning to start the movie, or is it time to do something different?
No, it's like the crawl in Star Wars.
Right.
Yeah.
I wish the one thing that I think it would be cool is if they did the gun barrel sequence in the style that Casino Royale did it.
Yeah, but it should be featured in the first 10 minutes.
Right.
I mean, they got to tell you in this new. I mean, the Bond films were a family business for 25 movies since 1962, and you need to tell us are you not going to do that? And the problem with the Bond tropes, like the gun barrel, that's the only movie series that ever did that. The Bond tropes are Bond. There's nothing, you watch Bond walk in and turn and fire. I mean, and then you hear the theme song and the blood drips. I mean, that is unto itself. There's nothing along those lines in any other movie.
Right. Yeah. I think that most of the tropes should be there, but they can be done in a new way, but they shouldn't be
totally
flipped 100%.
Yeah, that's what I liked about the Casino Royale version. The way that they do it in the beginning of Casino Royale. It harkened back to the original thing, but it gave it a whole new kind of twist.
Yeah.
So I like that way of how they did it.
We'll see if I have time to read the book, if I finish the others before the next chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to send that picture to Alvaro.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Double. Stay cool.
Yep. Yeah, I'm
always
trying.
A pleasure.
All right. Rob, we usually would be cutting off at this time, but we only have two more folks who want to share information.
Yeah, well, that's good.
We'll just stay on the air and finish these off.
We'll do two more and finish them off, and that'll be it.
And that'll be it. We got Richard Eve coming up next. Welcome, Richard.
Hi there.
What's up, man?
Hang on, let me just show myself.
Hello.
Hi. Speak of you. That's
Are
me.
you enjoying these? Is there heat where you are too?
It's hot, Rob. It's hot. Well, we've stopped using ovens now. So basically, I just get chilled or frozen or raw food. I shove it down, and it cooks on the way down. It's all good, It's just, as an Englishman, I'm not accustomed to this. I am not accustomed to this. No. And it feels like global warming is actually just factually happening. It really is. Just, We're on air. I can't swear, can I?
Sure you can. Fuck you can.
Okay, sorry. I'm both drinking and swearing at the moment. So,
that's the way to be.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me off the hook about that. The two things. I don't want to say anything negative, so I'm not going to talk about most of the movies I've seen recently. But I will talk about Masters of the Universe, which I liked.
I did too.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's I'm the wrong person to talk to because I'm such a big fan of Masters of the Universe that it only had to turn up really, and I'd be fine. I'd be fine with it. But I really did have a good time, and my wife, who is not at all to say she's not a fan would be really an understatement.
Right.
But she had a really good time as well. She had a really good time as well.
The movie's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. And, it's not, the thing I was most worried about was the humor, but I find it went down quite easy. Even when jokes land, they weren't too bad, and because the undercutting doesn't really matter because there's no, you can't really strip He-Man of his mystique because there's just no mystique there to be stripped.
Right, exactly.
It is what it is. And the right direction to go with the movie, which they did go with, was just pantomime, just maximum pantomime, and you just give me all the double entendre. Just give me, give them head, just yes. I air punched at that moment.
I thought it was so much fun.
Yeah,
because it knew what it was. It was. I mean, you can't make you can't do a Lord of the Rings Masters of the Universe movie. That wouldn't work.
But I mean, you could do, but I don't know if that would be the right direction.
Yeah, no.
I don't know if that would be the right direction.
Yes.
And I had a really good time with it. The second thing, do you recognize this by any chance?
Yes, I do recognize that. That's old.
Right, yeah.
It's not Tintin. No, it's not Tintin's rocket. But it's I just don't know what is that specific.
Right. Okay, so this is a model kit by a company called Pegasus. And,
right, that's right. That's right.
And it's called Apollo 27.
Okay.
So it's an alt history NASA rocket. And this features, not this one, obviously, but this model features in as background detail in For All Mankind.
Oh.
Except theirs is painted silver, and it's in the office of Bill Strausser,
right?
The guy who ends up wheelchair bound and stuff. Yeah, and I think it's also in another episode. I think it's also in the background of someone's office on Mars or something.
Wow, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah, this is obviously my own sort of paint scheme. Just have a
it's
little.
Cool.
I went for the sort of traditional NASA colors, but yeah, I just thought that would be a nice sort of like deep cut for you to observe.
That's really cool. I didn't know that. I've seen that Pegasus. That's what.
Yeah. I'm up to date with For All Mankind. Seen all 5 seasons now.
Nice.
And it's rocking. It's rocking. I really do. I really do enjoy that show. I'm up to episode 3 of Star City.
Just stick with it because it's really great where it goes.
It's top draw,
Yeah.
For a soap opera, it's top draw.
Right. Yeah. It gets really, really good.
Yeah. The only thing, it's not really a criticism, but what's her name? Anna Maxwell Martin, who plays the Colonel.
Yeah.
I don't know if she was maybe a little bit miscast. I mean, because in the UK here, she's a bit of an institution. She's very well known, and she's a really respected actress that's done a lot of.
But I think she's so bad. I mean, Ludmilla, I love her through this, and she just steps it up as the show goes along.
Right. Yeah. I mean, and she's the performance is great, but just her diction, which is just evidently a bit more sort of South London, just kind of it just, I don't know, it just throws me out a bit.
It's funny. That's funny because people have talked to me about that everyone's doing if everybody was doing a Russian accent, I don't think it would have worked.
No, I don't think they should have gone with that. But it's a certain kind kind of, I think, more received pronunciation.
Yes.
It's probably the better approach.
Although I like the fact that she has her own kind of identity, because it makes me hate her more.
Yeah, and I think also, you know, the fact that she's meant to sound working class is meant to hint at some of her neurosis about where she's come from and where she thinks she wants to get to. You know, she doesn't like people with privilege. You know,
right?
Too much.
100%, 100%, and you'll see that continue to play. They'll play up that.
But it's a great show. It's a great show.
It's so great, and wait till you see where it goes.
Yeah.
Episodes 6, 7, and 8 are like one. Actually, 5, 6, 7, and 8 are kind of a movie unto themselves. Like if you were to take the back half of the season and watch it, it's a great. It's you're going to be very satisfied where it goes.
Are they all online now, or the whole
no,
season?
Only through 6 is online here. So 7 and 8 they air every they drop every Friday. So next Friday and the Friday after.
So by the time I get to it, they'll probably be ready to view. Excuse me, do the whole thing. Yeah.
Yep.
How are you, Rob?
How what?
How are you?
You know, it's very up and down. As always, there's great things happening and there's, you know, not so great things happening. But for the most part, I feel good.
Yeah.
You know, it's tough, ongoing. I mean, the state of this country is depressing. I will say it has been great watching the Tartan Army from Scotland drink Boston dry. I thought that was reading and seeing all the people's reactions from Europe to America and all the videos people have been posting and all the love that America has been getting. I did not realize how badly American people are portrayed in the European media, and based on all these people coming over to like watching the Scots take over Boston and all the videos they were posting has been incredibly uplifting. There was a big article talking about how the Sam Adams Brewery pub, they sold 3 times as much beer to the Tartan Army than they sell on St. Patrick's Day in Boston. And Boston is considered our most Irish city in the United States. And for the Scots to come over and drink that much beer, and the fact that people are writing about it, just warmed my heart. And I saw a video where there was an Airbnb house, and the Airbnb house was just completely rented by this group of Scotsmen, and the guy across the street was filming while the Scotsman comes out and plays the bagpipes in the morning at like 6:30 in the morning, and everybody's getting up, and he just, rather than get mad, he just said, fuck it. He went over to the house across the street. They gave him a beer, and he brought everybody in the house over and cooked them all sausages. And you're looking at this going, well, why can't here's how the world gets along, you know, and watching everybody come over for the World Cup and have a good time, you know, because I think, you know, one of the things that people don't understand about Americans, because they see how divisive we can be. If you get Americans one-on-one, most Americans like, come over here. Come on, we'll get here, have a drink, come have some food with us. I mean, Americans are like that. It's like, come on over, join the party. And it's nice to see that recognized on the international stage. So, yeah.
All right.
That's been good. That's kept me sane watching all that. And my hometown of Seattle, every time there's a game and the game's over, they blow off, like they have a drone show in the sky of downtown Seattle, which people love. Everyone's loving having the World Cup here.
Totally.
They totally love it.
Oh, yeah.
So.
All right, Rob, we have Godzilla's podiatrist to close us
take
up.
us home.
Take us home. Welcome, Godzilla's podiatrist.
How's it going, man? Good to see you.
Good. How are you?
Hanging in there.
Yeah. Well, I will piggyback off of the World Cup in Boston, because I am really, really thirsty. there's nothing left to drink here. It's all gone. There's but had you heard what the Scots did in Providence?
No.
Well, they realized, because Boston Stadium is actually about midway between Providence and Boston.
Right.
And it's Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, and they realized, as they were looking into transportation after they flew to Providence, they're like, oh, this is going to cost us a small fortune and do all this stuff. So what they did was they rented every school bus from the city of Providence. And
who the Scots did?
Yeah. And so they just took all these school buses and just tailgated when they got.
That's the greatest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like they moved a small segment or a large segment of the entire country, of all of Scotland, over to America. I mean, I love that. I love that we had school buses for them to rent.
Yeah. I like, whoever was the one who said, why don't we try that?
Yeah, that's so funny. I didn't realize, it's pretty how it's scattered. The World Cup games are all over the place. There's some in here, like Iran, I think, played Turkey yesterday here in LA. And I mean, it's kind of been so heartwarming to see the whole thing happen.
Yeah, what an accidentally great bit of PR in the midst of our politically fraught times on the world stage.
Absolutely, 100%.
So hopefully all these people will go home and go, well, the portraits are big and the people are surprisingly not like who's in the White House.
Right. Right. Well, and the thing about Americans is once you get people together, our political differences kind of fall aside when you're looking at because most people, when you get together are having a good time. You're not.
Yeah.
You're at family dinners or something.
Yeah. Like I've got family I disagree with politically, but it's, like that's not the important part.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
Your family, you deal with each other, you help each other out, and maybe you argue once in a while, but you like you're going to have, I'm not trying to destroy you.
Right.
Like I'm not coming after you.
Right.
I'm
exactly.
just saying politically, this is my opinion.
Yeah, 100%. It's been a blast to see. I just love that. It never ceases to amaze me watching people discover, like Buc-ee's. We don't have Buc-ee's on the West Coast, and somebody's talking about
on the East Coast.
Yeah, it's in Texas, right? Whatever but I didn't know they had like 120 sodas where they have on tap, or and watching people respond to like all this stuff that we have here that we take for granted.
Yeah,
watching that Japanese guy eating the barbecue, and like I can't get enough.
Oh yeah, you just run down a huge list of crazy Americanisms. Costco hot dogs and the freestyle soda at the movies.
Right.
Yeah.
Or free refills of soda and coffee and at restaurants and air conditioning.
Yeah. Kind of an important thing these days.
So how are things going with you?
Oh yeah, good. I've had this has been you have been or the Burnettwork has been an escape, and I've had a very dramatic last year and a half, but I'm coming out of it.
Oh, that's good.
A bit at a time, so I haven't shared that, but now haven't been able to get out to the movies more and getting got a couple of my friends who are sci-fi fans, and I roped them into going to see Mando and Grogu because John was in town, and that was the movie.
Oh, did you go? Did you go to
Yes.
the meetup? Was that fun?
Yeah, it was. So there were about 150 people here in Boston.
That's great.
And it was, and the movie was enjoyable, but it also, around the start of the third act, it turns into the Muppet Show.
Right. Well, I think that
There's-
that movie has a big problem because it doesn't have enough human beings in it at all.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's lesser Star Wars by a country mile.
I mean, I don't
And-
understand. They could have fixed that movie if Rhoda the Hutt was the Mandalorian's friend, and he says if it were the Mandalorian who said, "Look, I know I'm supposed to go after another warlord, but I'm going after the Hutts because my friend's in trouble," and they made it a personal quest. And I think one of the problems with the Mandalorian character as a, like, I hate to say it, but there's no love interest. I'm watching the Mandalorian and I'm like, why am I watching this person? Like, I get it. He works on a half an hour TV show, but as the protagonist of a film, it's not even about him. He's kind of falling through this plot that doesn't make much sense, and it doesn't have any dramatic weight to it at all.
He's a very I mean, the TV show is very much a throwback to like 70s and 80s serialized storytelling.
Yeah.
And which is kind of refreshing because it was off the it's changing it up, but they not one I'm feeling compelled to add to the shelf.
I just don't. Yeah, I don't understand. I will never buy that movie. And what I don't understand is the first rule of making a great film is your protagonist. The movie has to be about your protagonist. And in this thing, he's just being told what to do by Sigourney Weaver, and there's nothing. So you got your protagonist in Mandalorian. And now you have Grogu, who's presumably getting older. And what is happening between them? Everything we saw in that movie was a joke that was already played out in the TV series for Grogu. And then they give him this interlude where he helps the Mandalorian, but he's always been helping the Mandalorian. We don't need to see these things that we know he's already going to do. And I'm like, show me something new. Like, the thing about Grogu is that if he's part of Yoda's race, they're treating him, he's 50 years old, and they treat him like he's a baby, and we really have to watch him punch the wrong buttons again. That's what we have to see, or he's going to use his force powers to bring food to. I mean, I'm looking at this going, this movie is an opportunity to advance these characters in the audience's mind. Take them somewhere new.
Yeah, it's almost with Disney is so interested in maintaining the demographics that they're afraid, they're like, oh, we can't it's a case of like, new Coke. Like, if we try something new, we're going to lose everybody, and our brand will be tarnished, and so we just have to sort of rubber stamp out more of this stuff, which and like I'm a bigger Marvel fan than I am a Star Wars fan, and I like superhero movies, but I also like it. When I threw something on the other night, again, like, you've got, like, it was the party scene from Ultron, because you have to have character. You have to see, like, these people are. You get the interactions when they bump off of each other, and admittedly, a party is a very friendly scene. But
by the way, that movie is of all the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, I think history has been kindest to Age of Ultron.
Surprisingly, yeah.
I mean, I liked it when I first saw it, but it's gotten deeper and richer. The introduction of Vision and those scenes, and I love Ultron. And I'll tell you something. Are we still broadcasting?
We are.
We are, right?
We are.
Let me just say that I have extreme high hopes for Vision Quest. And I can only imagine what that show has in store for us.
Yeah. Matalas is behind that, right?
Yes. And I don't understand. I mean, I know it's supposed to debut, I think, in October, and I know it's June. But why that show is not being given, I mean, I get it. They want to differentiate between TV shows and movies. But he's an Avenger, and it's basically a sequel series to WandaVision, which is, I think, probably their best
Yes.
series. I don't know why. And you've got James Spader coming back to play Ultron. So, you know, and both in human form and in Ultron form. And I just don't know why this show is not being given more. I mean, maybe it'll be given more attention, but I don't think they're even going to promote it at Comic-Con. I think they're only going to promote it like at D23, which I think is a huge mistake.
Yeah, you got to take, but maybe they're just keeping their powder dry till after Spider-Man.
Maybe, but I still think, I mean, I think Marvel has 3 big projects that are all exciting, which is Spider-Man, Vision Quest, and Doomsday. And I think they kind of all work. I don't think Vision Quest has much to do with Doomsday, but I think they all work very well together will work all very well together as a singular way to really jumpstart interest in the MCU.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. All right, Rob. Podiatrist, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm going to go ahead and I think we're going to call it a day there.
All right.
Rob, is there anything that we need to oh, sorry, I keep messing this up. Where did you go? Anything you need to announce? Anything coming up that we need to know about before? I know there's no physical media show tomorrow, right?
There's no physical media show tomorrow, but I still will be. I'm probably going to do observations tonight and tomorrow. And no, I've been sort of alluding to this book project, not the Imagination Connoisseurs, but I do have this book project. I can't decide what I'm going to do with it yet.
All right.
But I will. And again, I don't know here. I don't know. Let's see if I can find. Hang on a second. I don't know if let's see. Since we're here and we're broadcasting,
yeah.
Why not? Let me see if I can find where. Let's see if I wait a second. Are you still there?
I am.
You are. I hope I didn't. Wait, what is this? Where? Oh, here we go. So, let's see if I can share.
You should be able to share screen.
Yeah, I can share the screen.
Oh, yep, there we go. I hope people can still hear us. Yeah, it should be, yeah, we're good. Yep.
So there's that. And I'll tell you more about it as I get closer to finishing it.
Well, it looks great.
Yeah.
Nice.
The Future People Finding Star Trek Again through Picard Season 3, Reflections of an Imagination Connoisseur. I can't decide what I'm going to. This is not the final cover.
Yeah, no, but it looks awesome. It's a good work in progress.
Yes. So that is ongoing, and we'll see where that leads to. Nice. Who knows? But yeah.
All right, Rob. Well, we will go ahead and say farewell to our friends out in YouTube, our friends here in the Zoom chat. Again, no show tomorrow, but you'll probably have a Robservations episode coming up.
Yeah, I might do. I'll do something in place. I mean, either that or I'm doing yard work. Yeah, Dieter just called me and said there's no way he can do a show. How hot it's been there. He said that Saarbrücken is one of the hottest places in Europe right now.
Wow.
Because it is like the hottest it's ever been in the history of history.
Oh my gosh. That's brutal.
Those Europeans, man.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, Roberto, I want to thank you for hosting this once again. It's good to see everybody. Thanks for coming in. I'm sure, thanks for the ongoing support. I'm sorry it was a short show, but it's good.
Hey,
hopefully we'll be back. Yeah, we'll do it. That was a lot of fun.
Hopefully we'll be able to get back on schedule here so we can hold these a little more regularly.
Yeah, which will be great. We'll get back on that, but it's been fun. And the other things that are changing, like the John Campea show has gone remote, so which is good for me.
Yeah.
And one other thing, our movie poster, the ongoing movie poster sale, we added some Woody Allen posters. And I was like, I looked at them and I'm like, shit, man, I might buy my own posters.
You're eating into your own supply, right?
I want the Annie Hall, the Manhattan, and the Stardust Memories posters because they're all like white and then a black on the white, and I'm like, those would look great as the triptych hanging on the wall.
Yeah.
And it was funny. There was a Hitchcock poster I wanted that it sold.
There you go. Hey,
which is good. Which is all good
thing.
Things.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, and then I'm working on White Devils, getting White Devils out. It's coming out in January, and we're working on the deliverables, and there might be some news coming on the True Noir movie.
Awesome.
And then I'm still working on the getting all the perks done. I'm moving forward on that. I can't decide. I think I'm just going to ship them out as they're made. So like anybody who ordered the soundtrack album is dope. So it's 2 CDs, and it's Jeff Bond, one of my very good friends, wrote the liner notes. So he wrote great liner notes. It's like 25 pages or something. Nice. And it's going to be a nice package.
Awesome. Well, lots of things to look forward to. In the meantime, for those of you out there, if you're a member, thank you for being a member. If you're not and you want to join us in these upcoming chats in the future, becoming a member is super easy here on YouTube. I think it's a little bit as $1 a month or something like that. So would love to have you join us in a future chat. So until next time, Rob, we'll see ya. Oh, bless you.
Thank you. And on that note, everybody, thanks for being here, and thanks for the support, and Roberto and everybody.
Of course.
And we will see you all soon.
We will see you soon. Bye-bye.